because of time, because of time, with Zimbabwe, don't worry, don't worry. There's something that God is cooking in the realm of the spirit. There's something that God is cooking in the realm of the spirit. God will overturn. God will overturn. I'm sensing a very somber, a very sad atmosphere in the nation of Zimbabwe. I was talking to almost everyone in Zimbabwe. The weather woke up different today. It was extremely cold, but all the over the last few days, it was very hot. It was very hot. It's already to show how spiritual how it is, because I did speak to people who are in our group on WhatsApp, in the Zimbabwean group, that God said to me, son, the throne is cursed in Zimbabwe. The throne is cursed. 2017, the throne was cursed. Right from 1987, God was showing me some things that were done wrongly, where things people were supposed to apologize to each other, cleansings and so on and so forth by preachers and all and so on. Those things were not done. And then we got to 2008, so much bloodshed that was shed. We got to 2017, there was bloodshed as well, and things were not done right. The throne was cursed. 2018, the throne was cursed. We've been having a leader who was seated on a throne, but the throne was standing on one leg, cursed, cursed, cursed. Then now, this is what they've done, and God is angry. God is angry at him. He will not finish the. There's so many things I want to say, but I can't say them in public with some of you here. But I'll say them probably when we are talking and you are going to see it. But the throne, it's no longer just cursed. That man is just, because I saw him yesterday, he didn't have a head. He was just there. And God has raised that young man, Nelson Chamisa. He will come in. I don't know how, but God spoke to me. His hands don't have blood. His hands don't have blood. So there's so many things in the foundations of Zimbabwe that are wrong. So many things in the foundations, and they need a godly man that will come. I spoke about Zambia some time back. Zambia was like that. No president could finish a term in Zambia without getting sick and dying. You talk of Levi Manawasa, quite a number of them. Some of them will just get fired and older. And some of them, will, when they were getting out of office, they were critically sick. There was a case that was on the throne. And I was speaking to one of the pastors, they was telling me, says, no, the Kenneth Kaunda had cursed Zambia. And they tell us that there were some snakes that were staying in the state house, so many things that were being done in the state house. And when the former president, what's his name? What's this guy's name? Who recently got out of power? Lungu, Edgar Lungu. He might have his own issues. He was funny man. He was a drunkard, but he had Christian values. He called prophets. He called men of God. They went to the state house. They prayed, and Zambia started changing from there. And even right now, there's this man, Hachilema. He's trying, because that case was removed, and there was reconciliation. Things were done right, and the state house was cleansed. So the issues of Zimbabwe, even what Nelson Chamisa is fighting, he's not just fighting ZANU-PF, he is fighting altars. Altars. That's why even when you look at Zimbabwean money, it has altars. It has pictures of spirit mediums, not just former heroes. And those are not heroes when you look at them. And when you go to Harare, there's the statue of one of these spirit mediums close to the RBZ. So there's so many altars that the nation is fighting. And I was listening to people who were saying, Chamisa doesn't have structures, has strategic ambiguity. What's that? We knew all that thing. That was just ZANU PF CIOs trying to get some ideas of what he's trying to do. But that man has God in his heart and citizens in heart. It might not be easy, but things are not okay in the nation of Zimbabwe. Because they also, this morning when I woke up, I just saw a vision of a black man who entered Zimbabwe, opened the door, and switched off the lights in Zimbabwe. It was a black man. He entered Zimbabwe. He switched everywhere. It was dark. Everywhere it was dark. And God was saying, there's a cloud of darkness that entered Zimbabwe from yesterday. Don't listen to those prophets who have been captured that will tell you that it is the will of God. He's not. He's not. He's not the will of God. So it is well. I was also looking at the elections which are coming in Botswana, in South Africa. I'm going to share with you what's coming. I was happy when the prophecy which I posted concerning the nation of Botswana last year. There's a prophecy I wrote on my wall. I think I shared it in the group that I said the current president of Botswana was standing on dangerous ground because Ian Khama is carrying grace. Because one thing you need to understand about mentors are not just church, are not just for church. Mentors are passed down, even business. When you meet a businessman who is doing well, you can draw his mentor. When you meet a president, they have mentors. Presidents have mentors. And Idim Nangagwa is standing there naked. He doesn't have a mentor. It wasn't given to him. He stole it. And that thing was passed down to Chamisa. He caught the mentor. Morgan Tsvangirai, before he died, he blessed him. Robert Mugabe, before he died, he blessed him. Even Didi Dabengwa, before he died, he blessed him. So fathers can release mentors on people. It's not just something that has to be spiritually, like in Christianity and so on. No, there are mentors everywhere. There are mentors in business. There are mentors in the science field. There are mentors in politics. Mentors in the medical field. You can study under a doctor who is a gynecologist who is extremely amazing, and you catch his mentor and you run with it when he goes. When you honor him and you honor the grace upon him. So with Masasi, I wrote it very long thing, and somebody who knows him inboxed me. He said, "Prophet, can I send this to the president of Botswana? He talks to him frequently." I think I did send the chat on. It was just one view. He says, "Can I send this to the president of Botswana?" I said, I was a bit skeptical. I said, "No, just wait." Then I said, "Okay, send him." She sent the message to the president of Botswana. He didn't. He just opened it. He didn't respond. I said, "Okay." I started praying more. Then I called her beginning of this year. I said, "Please tell President Masasi that there's a prophet. I might not have a name because me, I'm a one prophet who stays in the bush. Because prophets stay in mountains, they stay in the bush. That's what Old Testament prophets were about. There are some of them. Well, God, if God starts allowing me to go like others, it's fine. But me, I stay in the bush because prophets stay in the bush. In the Old Testament, when you're looking for a seer, you would go into the bush. So I said, tell him the throne is under attack. Is about to be. There's a coup which is coming. So when I spoke to the lady, says, "Okay, it's fine, prophet. I'm going to go to the state house next week." So she went there this year, spoke to the president, and I got a positive feedback. And some things I can't just say them now. And I was happy to see last week uh, Masasi shaking hands with Ian Khama and saying we are honoring his father, Seseretse Khama, and Ian Khama was there. They shook hands. It might have just been things which people think, no, it's just things of the media and so on, but that was a positive move. It was a positive move where the SADC leaders came through and so on. It has preserved him. So if you want to see the prophets, I'll send you. If you want to see it, I'll send you. I wrote it sometime last year. I wrote exactly the things that have been happening. And I spoke about honoring founding fathers of nations. If you see an old man with white hair, even if they are not born again, honor them. If they are at a certain particular authority in a nation or business field or wherever endeavor, just honor them. They have something that they can give you. So I saw it last week. Is it last week? So the lady, the mother that I usually talk to, she sent me that. It says, "No, Prophet, this is amazing. It's positive." I actually cried when I saw them shaking hands because the fight had grown to a certain extent because Ian Khama was now staying in Johannesburg. He couldn't. So you were saying to me, Prophet, your prophecy was being discussed in the presidium there in Botswana. Some details I can't share them now, but you're saying to me, yeah, they now know you. So it is well. So we keep praying for nations. We keep praying for nations, and what we speak, it reaches their tables. And when they reach their tables, we pray that they obey. We pray that they obey. But all is well. May God richly bless all of you. May God richly bless all of you. So I did tell people I have a crusade next week from the 7th, 8th, and 9th. I need your help. I need your help. If God gives you money, please send us. We need your help. Just communicate with me on WhatsApp. You try and help us so that we prepare as we go for next week. It's something which I'm planning if our nation will be allowing us to do these things. So everyone richly bless you. God bless you. Have a good night. How do I WhatsApp? How do you WhatsApp me? Where did you get my number? Well, how did you get into the group? How did you get into the group? From Facebook. Inbox me on Facebook. Yes, you just inbox me on Facebook. You say you are party. You can see it's written party. Just inbox me on Facebook and say you are party. I will talk to you, but probably not today. I don't know when. I've got over. When I was checking now around 8, I had over 3,000 messages. So I hope I'll be able to respond to you. I had over 3,000 messages, and I'm a human. I'm not a computer. And just inbox me and highlight that prophet you said I must inbox you. Inbox me on Facebook. I can't give you my number or WhatsApp now. Have a good night. Everyone, good night.